that terrifying boat scene in the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where Gene Wilder starts singing to his unwitting victims as they take the boat into the tunnel?
There's no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing.
That one. If people putting on a live event were trying to capture the terror of that scene, mission accomplished. Because this Willy Wonka production in Glasgow is the biggest disaster for children I have ever heard of. You heard that correctly. For children. It was a family-friendly event.
But when we got there, it was practically an abandoned, empty warehouse with hardly anything in it. The event, which was scheduled to take place February 24th and 25th at Box Hub Warehouse in the Scottish city, fell short of the immersive experience it had been hyped as.
The quintessential photo that is summing it all up is this picture of this poor actress dressed as an Oompa Loompa sitting next to what looks like a meth lab. It made me think that we had maybe entered an alternate timeline, and Vince Gilligan, when he was writing Breaking Bad, instead of having the lovable mischief maker Jesse Pinkman assisting Walt, he had Walter go into the forest, employ an Oompa Loompa to assist him, which I think might have been the plot of the Johnny Depp version of Willy Wonka. These actors, they received their AI-generated script the night before. The actor who was hired to play Willy Wonka, his name is Paul Connell, and I kind of feel for this guy because he's so charming and fun. And I feel so bad for him as an actor that this was a gig he landed, and he probably is having a lot of regrets in retrospect. This poor man, he's talking about like taking a break after 3.5 hours of being a method actor where he was starting to trip out a little bit, and the lines between Paul and Willy Wonka were starting to blur because he was method acting. And he mentioned staring blankly, questioning his life choices.
There wasn't even chocolate. Like, a chocolate factory would be chocolate, but we were told to hand out a couple of jelly beans and a quarter of a cup of lemonade to the children.
There wasn't even chocolate. Like, at least they could have rented one of those fondue fountains for weddings, right? And called that the waterfall, and people could dip strawberries in or something. This is a quote from Paul. The bit that got me was where I had to say, there is a man. We don't know his name. We know him as the unknown. This unknown is an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. Oh, he lives in the walls. That's so scary. Oh my God. These poor kids. It was terrifying for the kids. Is he an evil man who makes chocolate, or is the chocolate itself evil? What a paradox, huh? So, I think you might be ready for a clip from this event. The 4-second clip that has had me LMFAO all morning. I present to you the unknown.
It's the unknown.
Okay, the fact, what really got me about that, what really got me about that was the kids in the end going, no. These poor children, though, because I don't know if you've ever been traumatized by something scary as a kid, but I sure have. And here it comes. You know who you are, Mom. You know what you did. I was a very young child, and I must have been before age 4 because it was in my old house. And my mom rented a movie from Blockbuster, rest in peace, Blockbuster. And it was called Watership Down, a cartoon about rabbits. Oh, how sweet. Except these rabbits were trying to kill each other, okay? These rabbits actually are in a war. At one point, one of them gets attacked by a dog. There is a group of naughty rabbits. And the whole thing starts out with all these guys getting gassed out of their home. What the? I was scarred for life. I can still remember the nightmares I had. And the dream wasn't normal. It was almost like these rabbits were in my room. There's almost this puffy cloud billowing above me, and I can see the rabbits like slashing each other. I swear. What scared me the most was this claw mark and the red. Oh my God. Watership Down. Do not play it for your children. So these children had to live their own version of Watership Down, except it was the unknown coming out from behind a floor-length mirror. No. Oh my gosh, is the site still up? I assumed they would have taken it down by now. I'm going to click on it. Oh my gosh. Accept cookies. Yes. We love cookies. Welcome to Willie's Chocolate Experience. Dive into the whimsical of... Okay. Red flag right there. Dive into the whimsical of Willie's Chocolate Experience. Navigate through peculiar but enchanting garden collecting delicious beans. This doesn't make sense. Navigate through peculiar but enchanting garden collecting delicious beans of all colors, shapes, and sizes. Like, was this written as a third grader school essay? What is this? Imagination Lab. Did they get the rights for this? Is this a lawsuit waiting to happen? Brace yourself for an adventure that will leave you spellbound. If we just scratch out spellbound and put in traumatized and disappointed, I think we're good. A simple graphic designer could have easily created a graphic that was much more convincing than this, but you chose the dark side. Instead of using AI as a tool, you use it as a replacement, and that, my friend, is where you went wrong. AI is not bad. AI is not bad. Argue with me all you want, but it is a tool like anything else, and you have to learn to use tools properly. How about you're not going to use a wrench as a hammer, okay? I don't even work with tools, and I know that much for free. Okay, this is the good part. Let's look at this AI graphic they generated and did not hire a designer to correct. This is the problem, okay? Graphic design. Don't get into graphic design. I'm saying that again. I'm going to say it. I can't even read this word. Enshrining entertainment. Is that supposed to be enriching? Catcacating. Live performances. Carchy tons. XR surgery lollipops, a paradise of sweet teats. That does not sound child-friendly, my friend. That does not sound correct, sir. It sounds like whoever's writing this, unfortunately, is having some kind of stroke. What is happening? Well, I'm going to attempt to throw all this video together in 2 hours, and hopefully it's not as slapped together as this thing. I still think my kid would have liked it, though. What do you guys think? Do you think this is hilarious or so messed up? What do you think? I think it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. Like all good things in life, there's a little bit of magic and a little bit of tragic. Okay? I just made that up. No! Like and subscribe or the unknown will get you. I'm serious. He lives in the walls and he knows where you live.